Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin enthusiast or collector, you're going to want to stick around for today's video. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1969 D Lincoln 1-cent penny. A coin you might have in your pocket, but it could be worth a lot more than you think. The 1969 D Lincoln penny is one of those pieces that can truly surprise you, especially when it comes to its current market value. In this video, we're going to explore everything you need to know about this coin, from its history to its worth today, and how it can even be worth $1 million. So, let's not waste any time and get right into it. First off, let's talk about the 1969 D Lincoln penny itself. This coin was minted by the U.S. Mint in 1969 and carries the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse features the classic Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. What makes this penny stand out from others is the fact that it was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D Mint mark on the coin. While the 1969 D penny is common in circulation, certain specific conditions and errors can make it extremely valuable. The higher the grade or condition, the more valuable the coin. A penny that is in uncirculated or near-perfect condition can be worth more than a coin that's been through years of wear and tear. The real reason people go crazy over certain 1969 D pennies is due to the possibility of rare error coins, particularly the famous 1969 D double die obverse. This is a variety where the die used to strike the coin was misaligned, resulting in a noticeable doubling of the inscriptions and details on the obverse, the front of the coin. This error is what catapulted the coin into the spotlight among collectors and coin enthusiasts. Let's take a closer look at this 1969 D double die obverse penny. It's one of the most sought-after error coins, and for a good reason. On a normal penny, the inscriptions, Liberty, and In God We Trust, are clear and sharp. But in the case of the double die variety, these words are doubled. You can see a noticeable shift in the details, especially around the L in Liberty and the T in Trust. These error coins are extremely rare, and finding one in decent condition is like striking gold. They've become a holy grail for coin collectors. If you're lucky enough to find one of these in your collection, it could fetch a pretty penny, sometimes even into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk about the current market value. The price of a regular 1969 D penny in circulated condition, without any error, is quite modest, typically ranging between 1 cent and 10 cents. But when you factor in those elusive double die error coins, the value jumps dramatically. So, what are these error coins worth today? A high-grade uncirculated 1969 D double die penny can sell anywhere from $100 to $400 depending on its condition and the quality of the error. For coins that are in exceptional condition, especially those with minimal wear, the value can go even higher. The real game changer is the highest grade versions, which have sold at auction for over $1,000 in some cases. But here's where it gets really interesting. Some coins have even broken the $1 million mark. If you happen to find a 1969 D penny with an impeccable double die error in mint state, it could end up being worth a life-changing amount. These rare examples, though, are few and far between. If you think you might have a 1969 D penny with a double die error, how can you tell? Here's what to look for. As I mentioned, the key giveaway is the doubling of the words, Liberty, and In God We Trust. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to check the details carefully. Ensure that the mint mark is indeed a D. This will verify it was struck in Denver. Inspect the overall condition. If the coin looks worn down or scratched, it won't be as valuable. However, if it's in excellent condition, especially uncirculated, it could have significant worth. So, what's the takeaway here? The 1969 D Lincoln penny is a fascinating coin with great potential for collectors, especially if you're lucky enough to find the double die variety. While a regular 1969 D penny might only be worth a few cents, a well-preserved double die error coin can fetch hundreds, thousands, or even millions at auction. If you're out there hunting for rare coins or just going through your change, keep an eye out for this one. It's definitely a coin you don't want to miss if you're serious about collecting or flipping for profit. That's it for today's video. If you found this information helpful, or if you have any 1969 D pennies of your own, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear if you've come across a double die or any other rare errors in your collection. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and market insights. Until next time, happy hunting, and keep those coins safe. 1972 No Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This penny is not just another ordinary coin, as it has garnered attention for its rarity and potential worth in today's market. If you've ever wondered whether your 1972 penny could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars, keep watching because we're about to dive deep into its value, rarity, and why this coin is so special. Let's start with a quick overview. The 1972 Lincoln penny was minted as part of the regular coin production for that year. It features the iconic Abraham Lincoln design on the obverse, and on the reverse, you'll see the familiar Union shield. But here's the catch: there's no mint mark on this coin. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia during this era don't carry a mint mark. However, the 1972 penny is particularly interesting because of a series of factors that have led collectors to give it more attention. What makes the 1972 penny so intriguing is the potential for errors or variations in its production. These can greatly influence its market value, and some of them are so rare that they have become sought after by serious numismatists. Now, you might be asking, what makes the 1972 No Mint Mark penny so special? Well, there are a couple of things that come into play here. First, most pennies from 1972 were minted in large quantities. However, some coins have unique characteristics that make them rare. For example, certain 1972 pennies have been discovered with doubling on the obverse, specifically on Abraham Lincoln's image and the lettering. This is called double die error, and it is one of the most famous and valuable errors in coin collecting history. A 1972 penny without the mint mark, coupled with a doubling error, can fetch a pretty penny, pun intended. These types of error coins are extremely valuable because of their rarity. Coin collectors actively seek out these mistakes, and the rarer the mistake, the higher the price it can command. Now, let's talk about the current market value. A standard 1972 No Mint Mark penny, in average circulated condition, isn't worth much more than its face value, just 1 cent. However, when we start talking about uncirculated or high-grade specimens, the value increases significantly. A well-preserved 1972 penny in mint state could be worth between $1 to $5, depending on its condition. But when you get into error coins, things get a lot more interesting. For example, a 1972 penny with the well-known double die error could be worth anywhere from a few $100s to thousands of dollars, depending on its condition and how prominent the doubling is. Some have been known to sell for over $1,000, and here's where things get really exciting. Certain 1972 pennies with rare errors or unique features can indeed be worth millions. If you have a 1972 penny that shows not only the double die error but also other rare features, you could potentially see its value soar into the six-figure range, or even into the millions. While it's rare to see a 1972 penny reaching the $1 million mark, it's not impossible. The key to fetching that kind of value is having a perfect specimen that displays not just one, but several errors. Coin auctions and sales have shown that some error coins with multiple rare characteristics can sell for astronomical amounts. For instance, coins like the 1972 double die penny, with exceptional doubling and excellent grade, have sold for upwards of $5,000 to $10,000 in some cases. But the holy grail of this coin would be an example that ticks all the boxes: no mint mark, double die, and flawless condition. So how can you tell if your 1972 penny is worth more than just its face value? First, check for signs of doubling on the lettering and Abraham Lincoln's portrait. If the doubling is noticeable and clear, you may have an error coin. Next, take a good look at the condition of the coin. Is it well preserved with no visible wear or damage? If so, it could increase its value, especially if the doubling error is present. Additionally, if you have a 1972 penny that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, this will also increase its market value, even without any errors. So, always remember to examine your pennies carefully and check for any variations that could make your coin stand out from the rest. To wrap it all up, while most 1972 no-mint mark pennies are worth just 1 cent, a select few can hold incredible value, especially when they feature rare errors like double die. If you're lucky enough to have one of these unique coins, you could potentially be holding something worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. The key to unlocking the value of these coins lies in their rarity, condition, and the presence of any unusual errors or variations. So, always be on the lookout when checking your pocket change. You never know when you might come across a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1972 no-mint mark penny and its potential worth, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos about rare coins and their market values. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! 1976 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, featuring no mint mark. If you thought pennies were just pocket change, think again, because this particular coin could be worth a lot more than you ever imagined. Stick around as we explore its unique characteristics, how to identify it, and most importantly, its market value today. Let's see if this penny could really be worth millions. Now you might be thinking, a 1976 penny? Isn't that just a common coin from the bicentennial year? Well, yes and no. The 1976 Lincoln penny is indeed part of the bicentennial coin series, a period when the U.S. Mint produced several special edition coins. However, this particular coin in question stands out due to its lack of a mint mark, making it a rare and sought-after piece for certain collectors. Normally, a penny minted in 1976 would have a mint mark indicating where it was produced, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. However, the 1976 no-mint mark penny doesn't bear any of those markers. While the no-mint mark version of this penny was produced in Philadelphia, it's worth noting that most pennies from this year did carry the mint mark, which makes this coin much rarer and highly collectible. Now, let's talk about value. As we've seen with many rare coins, the worth of any given penny depends on several factors, including its condition, rarity, and demand in the market. The 1976 no-mint mark penny, especially in pristine condition, can fetch prices far beyond its face value of 1 cent. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with higher grades commanding higher prices. A well-preserved 1976 no-mint mark penny, particularly one that's graded in MS65 or higher, could potentially be worth around $5 to $10. But that's just the beginning. If you happen to stumble upon a near-perfect or proof version of this coin, you could see the value climb to anywhere between $50 and $100 or more, depending on current market trends. However, here's where things get really interesting. There have been rumors of specific 1976 no-mint mark pennies, perhaps with minor errors or unique characteristics, selling for much higher amounts. Collectors have been known to pay as much as $1,000 or even more for coins that are in flawless condition or have special, unique features like double die errors or misprints. While it's uncommon to find a 1976 penny worth millions, the market for rare coins is unpredictable, and certain high-value coins can go for astronomical prices if the right buyer comes along. In the world of coin collecting, rarity, condition, and historical significance are key to a coin's market value. Now you might be asking, is it possible for a 1976 no-mint mark penny to reach $1 million? While this might sound like a stretch, stranger things have happened in the world of rare coin collecting. For example, certain limited run errors or coins with significant historical importance have sold for millions. But as for the 1976 no-mint mark penny specifically, unless it has a unique, extraordinary flaw, it's unlikely to fetch that kind of price. If you happen to own a 1976 penny without a mint mark, here are a few tips to help you determine its worth. First, assess the condition. Are there scratches, discoloration, or significant wear? If the coin has maintained its shine and features, it's more likely to be valuable. Second, get it graded by a professional coin grader to find out if it qualifies as a high-quality specimen. The higher the grade, the better the potential for value. And finally, always keep an eye on the market trends. Rare coin prices can fluctuate, so staying updated on auction results or joining coin collector groups can provide insight into the coin's current value. If you believe you've got a gem on your hands, don't hesitate to reach out to experts or auction houses for an appraisal. In conclusion, while the 1976 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny may not be worth millions right now, it's still a fascinating coin with real value for collectors. Depending on its condition and any unique characteristics it may have, this penny could fetch anywhere from a few dollars to several hundred, if not more, for a truly exceptional piece. 1992 The Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Now, this isn't just any regular penny. There are some serious reasons why this coin has gained attention and is worth far more than just 1 cent. So, let's explore the value and why this specific 1992 D penny might be sitting in your pocket, ready to make you some serious money. Let's start by understanding the basics. The 1992 D penny is part of the United States regular minting, meaning it was produced at the Denver Mint. As you know, these pennies feature the image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and a memorial design on the reverse. The coin was minted in 1992, a year that saw the release of millions of these pennies. But here's the kicker: the coin you're holding in your hand could be worth far more than you expect. To understand why this penny is valuable, we need to look at a few key factors. First, there's something particularly special about the 1992 D penny that sets it apart. It was the year of a unique error in some of the coins produced at the Denver Mint. In 1992, a certain number of these pennies were struck with an unintentional and incredibly rare, close AM, reverse design. Normally, the letters A and M in America on the reverse of the penny are spaced apart, but some 1992 D pennies were struck with these letters much closer together, creating an error that's highly sought after by collectors. The coins with this close AM design are significantly rarer than the ones with the normal spacing, making them worth much more. Now, let's talk numbers. A regular 1992 D penny is worth exactly 1 cent in most cases, but a 1992 D penny with the close AM error can be worth a lot more, sometimes thousands of dollars. So, what exactly can you expect to sell a 1992 D close AM penny for? In the market, the value of a 1992 D close AM penny can vary depending on its condition, but a well-preserved specimen has been known to fetch anywhere between $500 to $2,000 or more. If the penny is in near-perfect or mint condition, the price could rise even higher. However, the scarcity of these coins is what drives their demand, so the more well-known this error becomes, the higher the potential for price increases. If you happen to find a 1992 D penny with this error, and it's in mint condition, it could even be worth a few $1,000s. However, be cautious, because there are plenty of counterfeit or altered coins out there. Always get your coins authenticated by a professional before selling or buying them. When it comes to any coin's value, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. The 1992 D close AM penny's value can change dramatically depending on its grade. For example, a coin in good or fair condition might only be worth a few $100s, while a coin graded in fine or excellent condition could see its value skyrocket. In rare cases, a 1992 D close AM penny with a perfect grade of MS67 or higher can command tens of thousands of dollars in the right market. If you happen to find one, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a reputable service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, to get an accurate appraisal of its value. If you're wondering how you can tell whether you have a rare 1992 D penny, here's a quick guide. The easiest way to spot a 1992 D close AM penny is to closely examine the reverse of the coin, specifically the spacing between the A and M in America. On a regular 1992 D penny, the letters should be spaced apart, while on the close AM version, the letters will be much closer together. To get an even better view, you might need a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine the coin carefully. Sometimes the difference can be hard to spot with the naked eye, but once you know what you're looking for, it's pretty easy to tell. So, you've got a 1992 D close AM penny and you're wondering where you can sell it. There are a few good places to start. You can sell it online through platforms like eBay, where many collectors actively search for rare pennies. Additionally, you can consider working with a local coin shop or auction house that specializes in rare coins. Before selling, make sure you do your research and check recent sales of similar coins to get an idea of how much you can expect to earn. It's always good to shop around and get multiple offers to make sure you're getting the best deal. In addition to the 1992 D-Close AM penny, other 1992 coins are also worth checking out. The 1992 S-proof penny, for example, is another coin from that year that might carry additional value depending on its condition and whether it's part of a special mint set. Although it's not as rare as the 1992 D-Close AM penny, it's still worth keeping an eye on if you're collecting coins from that year. To wrap up, the 1992 D. Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is an excellent example of how one small detail can turn an everyday coin into something much more valuable. Whether you're just starting your collection or you've been collecting for years, understanding the worth of these pennies and how to identify the rarities is crucial. If you're lucky enough to have one of these special 1992 D pennies in your collection, you could be sitting on a small fortune, potentially worth thousands of dollars. And even if you don't have one just yet, keep your eyes peeled. Rare coins like this one are often hiding in plain sight. 1994 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny and what makes it so special. Keep watching to find out everything you need to know. To start, let's talk about the significance of the 1994 No Mint Mark penny. Typically, the U.S. Mint places a mint mark on coins produced at different mints across the country, such as the D for Denver or S for San Francisco. However, some coins, especially pennies from earlier years, were minted in Philadelphia and have no mint mark. While this is common knowledge to seasoned collectors, the 1994 penny, despite being widely circulated, has become famous for its no mint mark error. At first glance, it may seem like a standard penny, but if you carefully examine the reverse of the coin, you'll notice that this penny lacks the mint mark that should indicate where it was made. This tiny, almost imperceptible error makes it stand out as an exceptional find in the world of numismatics. In 1994, the U.S. Mint primarily produced pennies at the Philadelphia Mint. However, some coins from the Philadelphia Mint during that year were mistakenly struck without a mint mark, a flaw that makes the 1994 No Mint Mark penny even more remarkable. The absence of the mint mark is not only a unique error but also incredibly rare, making it a prized possession for coin collectors around the world. So, why has the 1994 No Mint Mark penny become a highly valuable coin? The simple answer is rarity. The no mint mark variety of this penny is quite scarce, which means that collectors are willing to pay a premium for one. Coin collectors and investors look for coins with flaws or irregularities, and this particular penny's lack of a mint mark has made it a rare error coin. To put this into perspective, while a standard 1994 penny without the no mint mark error is worth just 1 cent, a 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny has sold for much higher prices. The rarity combined with its intriguing history has driven its value to soar in recent years. A 1994 no mint mark penny in excellent condition can command prices ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars at auctions or through private sales, depending on its grade and condition. Now, let's break down the current market value and price range of the 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny. The worth of these pennies can vary significantly depending on a few key factors such as their condition, the buyer's interest, and how rare the coin is considered at the time of sale. In general, you might find a 1994 no mint mark penny in average condition selling for anywhere between $100 and $500. However, coins that are in pristine condition, with no signs of wear or damage, have been known to fetch much higher amounts. At auctions or through private collectors, these pristine pennies have sold for $1,000 to $10,000 or more depending on their rarity and the demand in the market at the time. What really sets the 1994 no mint mark penny apart is the potential for a much higher value. In some rare cases, well-preserved examples of the coin have been listed for over $100,000 at auctions. It's not uncommon for collectors to hold on to these coins for years, as they see their value appreciate over time. In fact, some rare specimens have been known to sell for over $1 million, making this seemingly simple penny an incredible asset in the coin collecting world. You might be wondering, how can you spot a 1994 no-mint mark penny in your collection? Well, it's actually fairly simple. The only thing you need to check is the reverse side of the coin, where the mint mark should normally appear beneath the date. If the penny is from Philadelphia, there should be no mint mark at all. While most people might overlook this coin or think it's a regular 1994 penny, coin collectors know that this small detail makes a huge difference. If you have one, it's worth taking a closer look to determine if it's in good condition. Coins with sharper details, fewer scratches, and minimal wear will always fetch a higher price. As time goes on, the market value of rare coins like the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny will only continue to evolve. Collectors are always on the lookout for unusual and hard-to-find coins, and with the growing interest in rare penny varieties, you can expect the value of this coin to keep climbing. Whether you're an avid collector or simply someone who stumbled upon one of these unique pennies, it's always worth keeping track of its value in the ever-changing coin market. In the years to come, the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could very well become a cornerstone in any coin collector's portfolio, and it's safe to say that its current market value, which has already reached impressive heights, may very well continue to soar into the millions. So, what's the final takeaway on the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? This coin, with its subtle yet significant error, has become a valuable asset in the world of numismatics. Whether you're holding on to one as a rare find or simply a collector looking for a unique coin to add to your collection, it's clear that the 1994 no-mint mark penny is a treasure worth more than its original face value.